Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. 'Tis the season to be jolly. It's November 20th, which means the holiday season is officially upon us. So many fun family gatherings filled with tempting, hard to resist foods and desserts like pumpkin pie and stuffing and pumpkin pie. And did I mention pumpkin pie with extra cinnamon and nutmeg like my mama makes it? Anyways, today we are going to talk about how to avoid gaining weight over the holidays. Let's be realistic with our goals and progress. Let's put weight loss on the back burner for a few weeks and instead focus on maintaining the progress that you've made along your intermittent fasting journey so far. In this episode, I'm going to give you 25 easy tips to help you stay on track, maintain your progress, and avoid holiday weight gain this season. So that come January 2nd, after the holidays have come and gone, you'll be ready to get right back on track and get rocking and rolling again with your fabulous health and weight loss intermittent fasting journey. Okie dokie. Tip number 1, and this is tip number 1 on my list for a very, very good reason. Do not stop intermittent fasting. Just because it's the holidays, don't give yourself a free pass to throw in the towel and take a little break. On the other hand, if you haven't ever tried intermittent fasting, now is as good a time as ever. So intermittent fasting can be an incredibly valuable tool when it comes to preventing weight gain during the holidays. By establishing designated eating windows, it makes it way easier to maintain control over calorie intake and food choices. And this approach encourages mindfulness, and it also reduces the likelihood of overindulging during meals. With intermittent fasting, you really can have your cake or pumpkin pie and eat it too, because intermittent fasting provides an eating plan with clear boundaries that will help you strike a great balance between indulging in holiday treats and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Number 2, get plenty of Z's. Hey, did you know that a really common cause of weight gain is sleep deprivation? And with all that is going on during the holidays, getting enough sleep during this time can be challenging. So it's important to be extra mindful of how much sleep you are getting. Getting adequate sleep will help to keep your cravings in check and your energy high so that you can slay the holiday season without going overboard and overindulging. Number 3, don't forget to stay hydrated. I feel like this has been a must-do tip in almost every podcast episode I've done so far. Drink enough water. Drinking enough water is one of the absolute best ways to stay on track with your weight maintenance goals. Water helps us feel full, so we're less likely to overeat, and it helps our body work properly, so we can stay active and burn more calories. Try giving sparkling mineral water a try. It really is an amazing appetite suppressant. And it works especially well if you are struggling with hunger pangs at any time during your fasting window. All right, number 4 is practice portion control. It's totally fine to enjoy all of your favorite holiday foods, but make it a priority to keep your serving sizes in check. Keeping an eye on portion sizes during the holiday season is a very smart strategy to avoid holiday weight gain, because it helps you still savor the festive flavors without overindulging, and it ensures that you can enjoy Still enjoy all of the treats that you want, but in moderation. So, the trick about using a smaller plate on purpose always does help me with portion control, especially when I'm at a big family gathering or other holiday social events, because it never fails. If I go through that food line with one big old plate, I fill that baby to the tippy top. So, number 5, you might not like this one. Weigh yourself 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so again, some of you might not like this one, and I am definitely someone who normally does not advocate for weighing yourself more than once a week, and that being usually on the same day and at the same time. But I do think you should make an exception during the holidays to help you kind of rein it in a bit and stay on track. Weighing yourself more often during the holiday season can really help give you that that reality check and help you stay mindful of any weight changes, and then you can address them right away. It provides accountability and really helps empower you to make more conscious choices. Number 6, prioritize protein and fill up on fiber. Prioritizing protein and consuming fiber-rich foods are must-do strategies when you're aiming to prevent weight gain during the holiday season. Protein helps promote satiety and it preserves muscle mass, ensuring you feel full and satisfied after meals. Including lean protein sources like chicken and fish can help curb hunger pains and prevent overeating. Plus, and this is a big one, lean protein supports muscle maintenance, which can offset some of the potential weight gain associated with holiday feasting. Finally, pairing protein with fiber-rich foods, such as weight loss-friendly vegetables and low-carb fruits, further enhances feelings of fullness and stabilizes blood sugar levels. Fiber adds bulk to your meals without adding excess calories, contributing to prolonged satiety. I will leave a link to my blog posts that highlight the most fiber-rich, weight loss-friendly fruits and vegetables, as well as some of the best complete protein sources. I'll leave those links to those posts in the show notes below. Number 7, stay active. Staying active during the holidays is your secret weapon against unwanted weight gain. It's extremely important to keep up with your routine, stay active with plenty of non-food fun activities. These activities help you burn off those festive treats while keeping your spirits high, making it easier to enjoy the season without guilt. Maintain your regular exercise routine or engage in plenty of just fun holiday themed physical activities that keep you moving. Moving on to number 8 on the list. Eat a snack before partying. Having healthy snacks, preferably protein-rich and fiber-filled snacks like we just talked about, before heading to a holiday party can really be a lifesaver. It tames your hunger and it keeps you from overindulging on less healthy treats at the actual event. Plus, you'll have more control over your choices when you're not super hungry. Number 9, get nutty. Snacking on nuts during the holidays can be smart because they're filling and they can really help control your appetite, helping you to eat less at holiday parties. They're also a healthier choice compared to sugary treats often found during the festive season. I'll leave the link to my post that highlights the most weight loss friendly nuts in the show notes below. Number 10, limit your alcohol consumption. Limiting alcoholic beverages during the holidays is a good idea because it can lead to overeating and poor food choices. It's also easier to make healthy decisions when your judgment isn't clouded by too many alcoholic drinks. But you do not have to give it up altogether. You can go back and take a quick listen to episode 16, where I share how to make both alcohol and intermittent fasting work for you. Number 11, eat veggies like a boss. Eating plenty of vegetables during the holiday season is a very smart strategy to help keep your weight in check. They're packed with nutrients, fiber, and fewer calories, helping you stay satisfied and avoid those unwanted holiday pounds. Plus, their vibrant colors add a nice festive touch to your plate. And the cool thing is, they are almost always very readily available at holiday parties. I mean, you always see a nice veggie dip tray. Head to that quickly. Number 12, steer clear of buffets, or try to steer clear of buffets. Avoiding buffets during the holiday season can save you big time from overeating and packing on extra pounds. When you're faced with endless options, it's so easy to fill your plate with more, way more than what you need. However, I get it. And sometimes you just can't altogether avoid the buffet, especially if that's your only option for food at that holiday gathering. So if you must do the buffet thing, again, choose a small plate and trick your mind into thinking you're eating more. Another thing you can do is to scout out the buffet before you fill up your plate. So walk all the way around the buffet to see all of the options that are available first before you get your plate and fill it up. This will allow you to choose your favorites and then prioritize healthier items with bulk like salads and veggies. And finally, try to make a conscious effort to fill at least half of your plate with fruits and vegetables. Tip number 13, plan ahead. Planning ahead during the holiday season is a really effective weight management strategy. When you decide what to eat before the party, you're less likely to reach for unhealthy options and you're more likely to stay on track with your body weight goals. Make a plan before you indulge and then just make sure that you stick to your plan. All right, 14, brush your teeth more often. Brushing your teeth right after eating a big meal can definitely help curb food cravings during the holidays. Additionally, brushing your teeth more often throughout the day makes your mouth feel fresh and clean, reducing the temptation to snack on those extra holiday treats that are so tempting. Tip number 15, share the sugar. Sharing the sugar is a smart and it's an enjoyable strategy for avoiding weight gain while indulging in holiday treats that fall into the not so healthy category. Splitting a dessert with someone you love is the best way to enjoy the flavors and the experience together while also practicing portion control. Also, sharing allows you to satisfy your sweet tooth while simultaneously being mindful of your calorie intake. Number 16, practice mindful eating. So, practicing mindful eating is a valuable strategy to avoid weight gain while still fully enjoying your holiday experience. By being present and attentive during meals, you can savor the flavors, the textures, the aromas of indulgent foods. And this does help prevent overeating because it allows your body to recognize its fullness cues. So take the time to chew slowly and appreciate each bite. This gives your brain the opportunity to register satisfaction and it reduces the likelihood of consuming excess calories. And mindful eating really does encourage you to make intentional food choices. Tip number 17, bring your own healthy dishes. Bringing your own healthy dishes to holiday parties is a very smart strategy. And I love this tip, and it is definitely a strategy that I find myself using a lot. It ensures that you always have nutritious options to enjoy, reducing the temptation to overindulge in less healthy foods that you might find at the party. And this will help you stay on track with your goals and still have a great time. Number 18, leave the grazing to the cows. Avoiding food grazing during the holidays can keep your calorie intake in check for sure. Instead of continuous nibbling, having a planned holiday meal allows you to better manage your portions and maintain a healthier balance in your diet. That's why I love OMAD so much, especially during the holidays. I stick to my plan all day. I fast clean with my black coffee, my water, my mineral water, my green tea. And then I am so excited for my giant meal, within a 4 hour, time span, whatever that may be. And I might have to adjust my eating window for the day, but that's okay. And within those 3 or 4 hours, I have whatever I want, but I don't graze during my fasting time. And it just allows me to really tune in and savor that food. And I don't count calories, and I just eat whatever I want within that window of time. So, and during the holidays, it's just even that much better. So it's also a good idea to try and avoid distractions while eating. Make it a point to eat without distractions such as watching TV or scrolling through your phone. Especially during the holidays, you should be hanging out with your family and, away from those distractions. I know a lot of like times men like to grab on a TV tray and they're eating, watching the football game. I guess if it's not happening all the time, but paying full attention to your meals can help you enjoy your food more and help you recognize when you're full, reducing the likelihood of, again, mindless grazing. Okay, number 19, take a chill pill. Although it can be a challenge, especially during the holiday season, staying relaxed and stress-free during the holidays can be very helpful when it comes to avoiding weight gain. And this is because stress can easily, again, I may or may not be speaking from personal experience, but easily lead to emotional eating. So try to manage stress through relaxation techniques like deep breathing. By managing holiday stress, you're less likely to turn to those comfort foods, making it easier to maintain a balanced, healthy diet and avoid those extra holiday pounds. After all, stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts. All right, number 20. Cheat with smart swaps. Making small changes by swapping high calorie unhealthy foods for low calorie healthy options is a really smart way to still enjoy holiday meals without the extra calories and the guilt. So this way you can savor the festive flavors without overdoing it and still stay on track with your weight loss goals. I'm actually right in the middle of writing a blog post on this topic, but here are some examples of holiday food swaps that you could try. First, you could try swapping traditional mashed potatoes for mashed cauliflower to cut calories and carbs while still enjoying a nice, creamy, hot side dish. 2, baked apples over apple pie. You could get yourself a veggie spiralizer. I love mine, use it all the time. And use spaghetti squash or zucchini zoodles or noodles instead of traditional pasta, and save yourself a whopping 200 calories and 40 grams of carbs per 1 cup serving. Yes, totally true. All right, let's talk gravy for a minute. Homemade gravy is where it's at. When you make gravy from scratch, you can avoid artificial preservatives, coloring, and flavor enhancers commonly found in the store-bought container gravy. Homemade gravy also allows you to control the amount of salt used, making it easier to create a lower sodium option compared to many store-bought gravies, which often contain high levels of sodium for flavor preservation. Homemade gravies typically have a lower glycemic index too, because they can be made with whole, minimally processed ingredients without the added sugars or high fructose corn syrup, making them a much better choice for maintaining stable blood sugar levels and helping you to maintain a healthy weight. Or how about a gluten-free mug cake instead of sugar-filled pies, cakes, or cookies? I have a really awesome recipe for a pumpkin cinnamon protein mug cake made with almond flour that seriously takes 90 seconds to make in the microwave that tastes almost, I mean, who are we kidding, but almost as good as traditional pumpkin pie. it gets the job done. And I'll leave that recipe in the show notes for you below. Number 21, spread love with leftovers. During the holiday season, spread the love by sharing your leftover treats with friends and family. This can be a great way to avoid overindulging. Spread the joy of delicious food and keep those tempting leftovers out of your sight, out of your reach, making it easier to stick to your healthy eating plan. 22, practice gratitude. There's no better time. So reflect on the true meaning of the holiday season to reduce emotional eating. Spend time socializing with loved ones and focus your time and efforts on deeply connecting with friends and family rather than solely focusing on the food. Tip number 23, apple cider vinegar to the rescue. I know, you're probably saying to yourself right now, so enough is enough. Enough is enough, Jen, with the apple cider vinegar stuff. I refuse to shut up about the awesomeness of ACV because apple cider vinegar really is an amazing health and weight loss tool with incredible benefits. It promotes satiety, it lowers blood sugar levels and insulin levels, and it does rev up your metabolism. I have been breaking my fast every day for the last almost 4 years with Bragg organic apple cider vinegar. So with my special 7-ingredient fast breaking weight loss drink. During the holiday season, sipping on apple cider vinegar can absolutely be helpful for avoiding extra weight. If you pick 3 or 4 of these tips, please make this one of them, because this tangy drink helps control your hunger. It makes it easier to say no to too many cookies and candies. And plus, it can help, again, balance your blood sugar levels, keeping those cravings for sweets and other unhealthy foods in check. So I recommend the same. Break your fast each day with my ACV drink. I've discussed it in previous episodes, and again, I'll leave the recipe for that fast-breaking drink in the show notes below. This one's really important. Be realistic. I know I mentioned this at the beginning of this episode, but if you are actively trying to lose weight, I highly, highly, highly recommend putting that goal on hold during the holiday season. Be realistic and shoot for maintaining your current healthy weight instead of worrying about weight loss during the holidays. This will remove pressure, lower stress levels and anxiety, and allow you to have a more relaxing holiday season. And finally, number 25, be forgiving and give yourself grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you slip up and reach for an extra scoop of green bean casserole or an extra slice of pumpkin or pecan pie, it's no biggie. Forgive yourself and simply get back on track the next day. So, with these 25 simple tips, you can easily slay the holiday season and have your pumpkin pie and eat it too. But don't forget to, number 1, continue with your intermittent fasting lifestyle. Number 2, get plenty of sleep. 3, stay hydrated. 4, practice portion control. 5, weigh yourself 2 to 3 times a week. 6, prioritize protein and fill up on fiber. 7, stay active. 8, eat a snack before partying. 9, eat more nuts. 10, limit your alcohol consumption. 11, eat veggies like a boss. 12, steer clear of buffets. 13, plan ahead. 14, brush your teeth more often. 15, share the sugar. 16, practice mindful eating. 17, bring your own healthy dishes to parties. 18, leave the grazing to the cows. 19, relax and take a chill pill. 20, cheat with smart holiday food swaps. 21, spread love with leftovers. 22, practice gratitude. 23, don't forget to break your fast with ACV. 24, be realistic with your goals. And finally, number 25, be forgiving and give yourself grace. Remember, it is not about missing out. It's about choosing a few of these strategies that work for you, adding them into your IF routine, and savoring the season. Because the holidays are a time for enjoyment and celebration. So go forth and jingle all the way, staying merry and light throughout the holiday season. Thanks for tuning in today. You are going to want to come back and listen to the next episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen that will be released on the 30th of this month. In this episode, I'll give you my recommendation for the 3 absolute best intermittent fasting books for success and the order in which I believe you should read them to reach maximum success with intermittent fasting. Plus, I'll be reviewing the best intermittent fasting tips and strategies given to us by Amy, our October IF success story guest. And hey, if you have experienced any kind of success with intermittent fasting, whether that be health victories, weight loss, whatever it may be, and you'd love to be a guest on this podcast, please reach out, send me a quick email at sowhatifwithjen@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm currently setting up my Success Story podcast recordings for 2025, and I'd love to connect with you and hear all about your IF wins, just as I'm sure so many others would be motivated and inspired to hear your story too. So, in honor of Thanksgiving next week, and because I love fun and very corny teacher jokes just that much, what do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving? Very lucky. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a blessed and beautiful holiday season. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or two to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.